The world of football would never be the same after the birth of Lionel Andres Messi Cuccittini on June 24, 1987, in the Argentine city of Rosario. He is the third child of Jorge Horacio Messi and Celia Maria Cuccittini, who worked hard to support the family. With 3 boys and a girl, the Messi household was always bustling, especially with a boy as active as Lionel. From an early age, Messi demonstrated a competitive and ruthless personality, accepting nothing less than victory. He was the child who would get angry and throw a tantrum when he lost something, but always strive to win the next time. Despite this, his grades in school were impressive, showing that he was a good student as well as a boy loved by all his friends. And of course, everyone noticed Messi's true passion, football. He was a hyperactive boy, but found time to practice his favorite sport and improve his skills. At school, it was easy to see that football was what really motivated and inspired him. And it wouldn't be long before the world noticed too. The ball was his inseparable companion, and whenever there was free time, there he was, calling his friends for a game. It didn't matter if they were at school or on the streets, Messi always found a way to play. But it didn't take long for the exceptional talent of the young boy to be noticed by everyone around him. At just 5 years old, he was already capable of performing impressive moves and standing out from the other boys his age. His grandmother was the first to notice his talent and encouraged him to play even more, taking him to play on nearby fields and streets. Lionel Messi has always loved football since childhood and always carried a ball with him wherever he went, even refusing to go shopping with his family if he couldn't bring a ball along. His first club was Abanderado Grandoli, where some of his family members had already played and which was located 15 blocks from his house. At the age of 4, he was called by the coach to complete the team for a game, and from then on, he joined the team. His father, Jorge, became his coach when Lionel played in the baby category of Grandoli, and he stood out among the boys up to 7 years old. However, his parents had to withdraw him from the club because they could not afford the tickets to accompany him to a game. At the age of 7, he joined the youth divisions of his favorite team, Newell's Old Boys, but still played regularly on the street next to his house with his maternal brothers and cousins. Lionel had the opportunity to play for his neighborhood club, Grandoli, but was initially prevented from joining due to his small stature. When he was given the chance to play, he impressed everyone with his skill and technique with the ball at his feet. In the youth team of Newell's Old Boys, Lionel played a key role in one of the club's most memorable and successful seasons in history, demonstrating that he had a bright future ahead. From a young age, Lionel Messi showed exceptional talent for football, unbalancing games with his impressive skills. With that came titles and increasing fame, but as not everything is rosy, over time, his parents began to notice that something was wrong with his physical development. While his peers grew up, Messi remained short, indicating a problem in his body. Concerned about their son's health, his family and Newell's Old Boys decided to take him to a specialist in 1997, when he was only 9 years old. After many exams, doctors discovered that the problem was in the hormones that regulate growth. It was a tough blow for the family, who now found themselves facing a painful and expensive treatment. Messi would have to receive 2 injections daily in each leg for several years, in an effort to correct the hormonal imbalance. The process was not only extremely painful for young Messi, but also financially challenging for the family, who had to face a significant cost to pay for the treatment. The treatment for Lionel Messi's hormonal imbalance was extremely expensive, costing around $900 a month. At the time, his parents couldn't afford to pay for it. Fortunately, a foundation offered financial assistance to Messi's parents to pay for the treatment when he was 11 years old. However, imagining such a young boy having to undergo painful hormone injections in both legs daily throughout his adolescence is truly difficult. In 2000, when Messi was only 13, the foundation informed that they could no longer afford to cover the cost of the treatment, as their 2-year limit had been reached. His family then turned to Newell's Old Boys, the club for which Messi played, for financial assistance. Initially, the club agreed to pay for the treatment, but after a few months, they stopped paying for the cost of the injections. This situation put Messi's family in a difficult position, and they had to make the tough decision to withdraw him from the club and look for other options. They visited River Plate, where Lionel Messi underwent a 6-day trial. Although they recognized his spectacular talent in football, the club claimed that paying $900 a month was too risky and they were not willing to do it. Subsequently, an opportunity arose for Lionel Messi to try out for Barcelona club. A relative who lived in Spain helped make this possible. Undoubtedly, everyone at Barcelona was impressed with Lionel Messi's talent with the ball at his feet. However, when the club learned that they would have to pay for the treatment, things became uncertain. After 3 months of many talks and negotiations, the club officials finally reached an agreement, despite the extremely complicated financial crisis that Barcelona was facing at the time. At a restaurant, the Barcelona official began writing on a napkin and finished it with his signature. It stated that the club would cover all the costs of Lionel Messi's treatment and offer him all the necessary support to live and develop his football in Barcelona. In this way, Lionel Messi's first contract with Barcelona was signed on a simple paper napkin. Messi and his father then left Argentina and moved to the Spanish city. However, his start at the club was not the best. In his first season in the youth team, in 2000 to 2001, Messi was injured in the second game and missed the entire season. In addition, he faced many problems adapting to his new life in Barcelona, away from his family and friends, and also had bureaucratic difficulties playing legally in Spain. It was only in February 2002 that he was able to register with the Spanish Football Federation. That was the same year he completed his treatment, no longer needing to take painful daily injections. In the 2002 to 2003 season, Messi showed all his potential by scoring 36 goals in 30 games and winning the Copa de Catalunya with a great performance in the final against Espanyol. That year, Barcelona Junior participated in 4 championships and Messi was voted the best player in all of them. Thanks to this highlight, Messi was promoted to Barcelona C team in the 2003 to 2004 season, where he played in the 3rd Spanish division. Even with only 10 games and 5 goals, he was soon promoted to Barcelona B team. It was while playing for Barcelona B that Lionel Messi caught the attention of the first-team coach, Frank Rijkaard. In November 2003, at just 16 years old, Messi was called up for a friendly match against Jose Mourinho's Porto, making his debut for the Barcelona first team. And from there, Lionel Messi's story at Barcelona is already well known. He was an important supporting player in Ronaldinho's era, contributing with phenomenal plays and extraordinary passes. During that period, Ronaldinho passed the number 10 shirt to Messi, who became the main actor during Guardiola's era, simply unbeatable and conquering everything and everyone. Shortly after, came the MSN era, Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, where Messi once again stood out as the team's star player. In 17 years at Barcelona, until his departure in 2021, Messi won no less than 35 titles, including 4 Champions Leagues. He left the club as its all-time leading scorer and the all-time top scorer and assist provider in La Liga history. Today, at Paris Saint-Germain, even though he has already had better individual times at clubs, Messi remains a key player for the French team alongside Neymar and Mbappé. Throughout his career so far, he has won an incredible 48 individual awards, including 7 Ballon d'Or trophies, and has been named the best player at the World Cup twice, in 2014 and 2022. Lionel Messi's story with the Argentina national team has always been marked by criticism and questioning, especially in terms of his performance on the field, which many believed was not as brilliant as at Barcelona. Over the years, Messi faced various disappointments and eliminations in important competitions with the national team, but finally, in 2021, the long-awaited redemption came. He led Argentina to victory in the Copa America, with a spectacular win over the Brazilian national team in the final. Despite all the titles and awards won, Messi still needed this important title with the national team to silence his critics. The only title missing was the World Cup, and as we know, this subject is now closed after Lionel Messi and the Argentina national team put on a spectacular World Cup performance. Although they suffered a historic defeat to the Saudi Arabian national team, the team recovered and demonstrated an exceptional mentality in the face of the adversities of the World Cup. With this title and playing spectacularly in every game, Messi is now on the same level as Maradona and Pelé. Whether he has surpassed them or not is a discussion I leave to the comments. Anyway, I want to congratulate Argentina and the fantastic Lionel Messi. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as it is essential for it to keep growing. See you next time.